Dave, I've been thinking again.
It's only going to get us into trouble, Sam.
To me, Ultimate Fighting, the reason why I like it is because boxing to me always struck me as being a very sort of American or British kind of centered sport. For example, in France, they have savate, which is French foot fighting. It's a very cultural thing where the French will allow you to kick a guy in the head.
And run away.
In Thai boxing, they allow you to knee you in the groin, right? That's cool, right? The reason why I like Ultimate Fighting to me seems to be the most global of the fighting sports. Each nation or each culture has a fighting sport that they stage and display, like Cornish wrestling I read about, things like that. So Ultimate Fighting...
Those hens can get really... those hens, you got to catch them first, that's the problem. And then they're vicious, especially when you get them in a corner.
Right.
It's absurd that it's taken this long for Ultimate Fighting to actually emerge in American culture.
Because there was always the classic argument, hey, can a karate guy beat a boxer, right? Now we're seeing the karate guy.
Shark versus Croc. I mean, I can appreciate the game, but ultimately, at the end of the day, I've got to question whether, in fact, it's healthy for our greater society.
I mean, that's a question that people have been asking about boxing for decades, right? Is it a healthy? I think that in the end, right, that.
I don't think you can make the comparison. Because you're talking about, being a kid, staying up late at night, ABC's got the fight from Manila or got the fight from Zaire. When you think about Ali Foreman in Zaire, one of the things that I always compare it to is 1972, how in 72, the Canada-Russia series, we were seeing the Soviet Union pipe into our homes. We were watching Africa when we were watching those guys fight.
Which was amazing
really
spectacle
amazing,
in
exactly.
itself.
There's a certain shock factor with UFC. And there's a certain novelty as well.
Absolutely.
Like I think unless it does kind of morph and change, I think you will find people turning back towards boxing just because the eye will get tired.
Thanks for your thoughts on that, Dave.